72 hours. Let's get some shots from southern France and northern Italy. That storm that will move on to Greece today created major flooding in hundreds of homes. People even had to be evacuated. Tragedy to the south of that in Kenya, heavy rains brought down a hillside and killed dozens of people, also cutting off others as roadways became impassable. Let's take a look at solar storm risk at the extreme scale, and it's an erroneous study. They look at the Great Storm of 1989. The galaxy is used as a control when studying other galaxies because it has almost no nuclear activity. It's old, pretty much done making stars as far as they can tell, which makes it the perfect baseline by which to judge the various levels of star formation in active galaxies. Let's look at the ELF created at ground level by reverberation of the magnetic fields of Earth during a solar storm. Evidence here of the negative effect on chromosome break repair, one of the things that helps correct mistakes at the cellular level. Those mistakes happen on a daily, if not hourly basis. And while this study is hitting on the bees, it mirrors Russian studies done on humans from the 80s and 90s. We've seen similar effects of cosmic rays on the locus coeruleus. This time, it's the solar storm effect and the ELF. We've seen a great deal on space weather, cosmic rays, and human cognitive function. Notch another one on the scoreboard here for the cosmic rays. And speaking of cognition, the brain, conscious thought. Excellent piece here if you have access to it. Is consciousness really just effects of magnetic fields, captured and confined and running through the neural electrical system? They claim this completely changes some aspects of personality and decision science at the mind level. Last but not least, bunch of idiots at a sporting meet between two of the top universities on Earth. None of these future world leaders has any clue that Yale and Harvard stand beside Princeton, NASA, and the UN IPCC itself in changing the climate change narrative. Their lone excuse is that, true enough, the media has been silent and said not one word about this scientific coup. But you have seen the papers here on the channel, seen the data. You know the game is changing at the IPCC level now that they've let in solar particle forcing, and if you don't know, let me share what the news won't. Climate forcing is the movie. While we must stop pollution, our future is cold, and nothing's going to stop that. Folks, we greatly